anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. Ugh, we don't have a single clue.
Well, you better find out who did this. I am not leaving Rhode Island until you do.
Hi guys, it's Jen here. Sorry, I'm really tired. I haven't had much sleep lately because every time I close my eyes, I see monsters with glowing eyes and no skin coming at me. I'm a pretty tough cookie. I can play Resident Evils and Silent Hills in the dark alone, and I can even suffer through the nightmares that they give me afterward, but there are 4 games that chill me to the bone. Both Penumbra games, Amnesia, and finally the topic of my review, Eternal Darkness. Developed by Sick Jerkface's Silicon Knights, Eternal Darkness takes the experience of an action-adventure horror title and marries it with the psychological terror of a serial killer. Interesting to note, this was the first game to be directly published by Nintendo that came with a mature rating. If you ever doubt Nintendo's ability to appreciate a horror title, please pick this game up. Eternal Darkness is, frankly, quite amazing. You play as Alex Roivas, a fledgling plucky young lady looking to solve her grandfather's murder. While exploring his mansion, she comes across the Tome of Eternal Darkness and begins collecting chapters for the book that, when examined, throw you into the body of someone who's been cursed by this tome. You travel all over the place from 26 BC to 1991, and by completing each character's chapter, you come closer to solving the mystery. There are monsters, giant tentacly blobs of eyeballs, books made of bone and skin, lots of bloody things to scare you. When you're spotted by monsters, you lose sanity, represented by a green meter, and that's where things start getting hairy. The lower your sanity meter, the more screwed up stuff that starts occurring. I hate this game, and I love this game. The reason I hadn't played it in about 7 years was only due to its ability to give me awful nightmares. I debated throwing out a few of the terrible tricks this game plays on you once you've lost a bit of sanity, but I think that'd be unfair if you went into this knowing what Eternal Darkness has in store. Showing you early footage allows me to give you a general idea of gameplay while keeping the later, more character-specific sanity effects a mystery. The first trick this game ever played on me was a cruel one. After having my sanity meter depleted, a note popped up on the screen telling me my controller had become disconnected. This wouldn't have fooled me as much if I wasn't using my go-to GameCube controller, the wireless Wavebird. I assumed connectivity had actually been lost, so as I was frantically fiddling with the settings right next to my TV as demons attacked me, it snapped back to quote-unquote reality, and my character let out an insane scream. I had to turn the game off and take a few moments to collect my thoughts and slow my heart rate. That was the first time in a game that I had ever been legitimately terrified and had a serious WTF moment. Even though the sanity meter is literally what takes this game to a new level, Silicon Knights doesn't lean on the fourth wall breaking sanity effects to carry Eternal Darkness. This was the first game to take the concept of a point-and-click adventure and apply it in a horror setting. It has many facets and it's incredibly rich in detail and composure. Eternal Darkness just has great structure. There are moments of combat that strike a great balance with the exploration necessary to progress through levels. You can attack enemies with equipable weapons, heal yourself, cast spells, and combine various inventory items, all in the name of survival. Elements of exploration early on might seem ruined with too much hand-holding by dialogue and character perception, but that's in preparation for the later chapters where you have to adopt a more discerning style of gameplay where you actually pay attention to your environments and the items you're given. If you missed out on this title, it's really something worth returning to for a 10-hour playthrough. It's an experience, to say the least, and one I find myself still referencing to this day when I talk about games that surprised and challenged me. Well, I hope you're all happy. I had to replay this game and literally could not sleep afterward. It was worth it, but I'm sure once I manage to force my eyes closed, my subconscious will have a field day with everything I experienced in Eternal Darkness. If you need me, I'll be rocking slowly in that corner over there.